Hey guys, Felipe here with another haircut video. This is another great haircut, traditional haircut. We are not going too tight on the sides. We're not taking a lot down off the top. What are we gonna do here is literally just doing the same style that the client has, but we're gonna take it much shorter. The really cool thing about this haircut is that I decided to do the whole haircut using my clipper over comb technique and my scissor over comb technique. Only the skin tape up that I did on the back did I use any kind of guards. Just been trying to challenge myself a little bit, and this was a great opportunity. Let's get into it. First of all, starting the haircut here, because his hair is very curly and poofy, I don't want any hair getting on the way. So I'm gonna section the hair in a horseshoe shape. I'm gonna wet the hair to make my life a little bit easier. To start off with, here I have my JRL's Fast Fade 1000. I am not a huge fan of this clipper when it comes to fades, but every time I have to clipper over comb, this is the guy I choose. It's a very powerful machine and has different RPM settings. I have a complete clipper review video. Make sure to check that out. This is gonna be a little tricky to explain over video and audio. I am taking my comb, and what I am doing is I am keeping the comb at about a 45-degree angle all around the head. Think of this as if you are doing scissor over comb. The same way as you would use the comb to move from down up along the perimeters on the temple and on the back of the neck and behind the ears. I rest the comb on the actual skin, and I am probably at about 45-degree angle with the comb. I am sorry if this is very hard to understand. It's kind of hard to put into words. This clipper over comb technique is kind of weird to explain it without being with the person, so sorry. If you have any questions, just leave comments below and I'll try to answer it as best as I can. Moving forward here with my Slimline Pros, after I set my foundation with the clipper over comb, I am setting the shape up with the trimmers. So nothing crazy about that. It's very straightforward. The shape up is the shape up. I am taking a scissor over comb technique, and I am starting to smooth out and perfect the foundation that I had set with the clipper over comb. The clipper over comb was literally just to set a foundation and give me a starting point. Keeping the comb at about 90-degree angle, I am going straight up in the air, blending the hair. Another technique that is very difficult to explain in audio. Alright, so now we're gonna start the tape up here on the back. Decided to do the tape up with the JRLs instead of my Magic Clippers. So here I start off with the number 1 guard with the blade closed, and then I move up to the 2, and then I put on the 1.5 guard. Reason I started out with the number 1 guard is because we are keeping it very tight. The space that we are operating here, that we are fading in, is very limited. And number 2, his skin tone is very white. It matches very much with his hair. So a number 1 guard, as you can see here, does the job very well. After I do the tape up, and the last guard I used was number 2. So using the scissor over comb, I am just blending the rest of the hair with the number 2 guard. So now that we are finished with all of the side and back hair, we are going to start working on the top hair and a little bit of the transition hair. What I'm doing here is I'm wetting the hair and I am combing the hair to the side that he will be styling the hair towards to. In this case, his hair is going to be combed over to his left side of the head. Here I am working more on the transition hair versus the bottom. Knowing that I am going to do scissor over finger, I am not going too crazy about that. I section the banks, leave them last. I like to do that because the banks needs to be a little bit longer than the rest of the hair. It needs to lay over. Now the scissor over finger, what I like to do is I like to use my transition hair as my guide. If you guys follow my videos, you know that I divide my haircuts into 3 sections: the sides and back, the transition, and the top. And so I work from front to back and side to side. Alrighty then. Now with my thinning shears, I am going to work that around the sides and back, and then I am going to start texturizing the top of the hair. The sides, I am just smoothing out the blend. I am not going deep at all down the root, so I'm not going close to the scalp. If I do, then I'm gonna see hairs that are going to be poking out and frizzy looking hair. So that's the haircut, guys. After that, I am going to do a quick beard trim. There it is. That's the haircut with the beard. Applying a little bit of product, some braids, flex pomade here, and that's the haircut, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks everybody that follows and that subscribes. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.